It was a murder that shocked the nation. A woman shot dead as she lay sleeping in bed alongside her husband, a wealthy, manly businessman. He was seen weeping at her funeral before being charged and convicted of arranging the murder. Today, 25 years after he was jailed for killing his wife Megan, Andrew Kalajzich is a free man and he's still maintaining his innocence.
The first steps of freedom. Accompanied by parole officials, Andrew Kalajzich's time in prison came to an end.
Have you got anything to say? Get out of your hair. Anything to say? OK, thank you for coming.
He was driven to a home where it's believed he was reunited with family members. These supporters came to witness his release.
We are the friends. We have been visiting the Andrew for 5 years. And that's what it is. We want to see him free, you know.
Megan Kalajzich was shot twice in the head while she was in bed with her husband. He escaped unharmed, but another 2 bullets were fired into his pillow. Kalajzich's conviction was a massive fall from grace for a highly successful, well-connected businessman.
What you had with Andrew Kalajzich was someone who basically was almost like a Jekyll and Hyde.
Police believed he wanted his wife gone so he could be with other women. Mrs. Kalajzich was a marked woman in her final weeks. There were several botched attempts on her life, including a time when she was hit in the head with a gun at home. Her killer, Bill Vandenberg, committed suicide in prison. Kalajzich's son Andrew and daughter Michelle never believed their father was responsible.
I'm not 99% sure, I'm 100% sure that he couldn't have done it.
I couldn't ever imagine him lying next to my mother, you know, and have someone come in the dark and take a couple of shots, you know. No way.
Having exhausted all avenues of appeal, Andrew Kalajzich eventually secured a judicial review of his case, but it found there was no doubt about his guilt. Kalajzich's release will be subject to a series of conditions until his parole expires in 3 years. At the age of 71, his life on the outside begins. Carl Herr, ABC News.